Hello my friends, welcome to the channel we're building together. After 42 years, I just need a place to put all the history of my life together, but in a way where it could be kind of a mentoring tool for you, because I get asked every week, how do I place my songs? How do I produce? How do I become a session musician? Is there work today? What's going to happen with AI? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm old enough to have been part of the old days of the session world and what we old people call the fun years, when music mattered more. But there's still so much great music being done these days, maybe even better than ever before. It's just harder to make it heard and seen compared to the old days. There was a different setup, different tools, definitely a different money structure than it was in the past. So I think this channel will be very much focused on a kind of mentoring aspect where we together go deep into how we did things in the past. Are there tips and tricks we can use for you younger people or older people that still haven't gotten in the way you want to and still want to do that? There are a lot of ways to do this. I grew up in a small town north of Stockholm in Sweden. I was not born in Los Angeles or New York or Nashville and had the work around the corner where it was easier to be during those years. I had to build it up from a very young age in Sweden, which was not easy. I was competing with the A-list people that played on all the big albums here, ABBA and all of that, and the B-list people that still played on a lot of stuff. And I was the young little kid in kind of the C-list, working my way up. And it was not easy. So in 1987, I was 19 years old. I moved to Los Angeles, and it was an amazing experience for 5 years. But also I came to the biggest scene in the world as a complete nobody. I had nothing with me. So I had to learn fast how to do this. Everything that I've learned in these 42 years is still working. I'm so curious about today's technology. AI is changing a lot for a lot of us. But if you're scared of it and negative about it, you might lose a lot of work and you might lose opportunities to combine it with the things that you learn during the years before it. So I want to get into a lot of tips and tricks and mentoring about why we do what we do today. Comment often under the videos. I've been focused on doing a lot of shorts because it's a fast way of spreading this channel and the news about things. But I will start making these longer videos that will be like 10, 20, 25, 30 minutes at the most. But I also want your input, because it's the biggest reason for me to do this is for us to build this channel together. There's so many amazing people in the world that are making gear demos for every pedal and guitar and amp and everything. I don't know. I don't think you need me to compete with Pete Thorne and all of them, Michael Nielsen, all of the great ones. There's so many. They make fantastic videos about it. If I have some cool piece of gear, I'll show you how I use it for my daily work on sessions and why I use the gear I use and how you can use it yourself and combine it, or I'll inspire you to similar stuff, why I like digital and analog differently, and just because, I'm a working musician. A lot of the people you see on these channels are great YouTubers, but not a lot of them are making Billboard #1s and gold and platinum records. But that's not the point when you work in music. It's not about being the best. It's about understanding the work you're hired to do, or create the work that's going to function, that's going to become a success. I'm in this for the long run. I'm looking at like a year or two to hopefully build this channel. I've started my own record. I've actually had my own record label for many, many years, but I've activated Hollywood. My daughter's name is Holly, spelled with an EI. So Hollywood Recordings is my record label. I'll post the links. You'll see the videos. I'm releasing a lot of stuff. I'm doing a blues album for the first time. I've done a lot of blues songs and I played on blues albums, but I'm doing something I wanted to do for a very, very long time. And it's a kind of mix of classic B.B. King, Eric Clapton with a little Gary Moore-ish, but it's songs together with a singer, an amazing singer. So I'm doing that, and I'm working on another pure instrumental guitar album. I've also started working on the new Radioactive. Plus, I'm into a new year with a lot of work, starting the regular sessions. Yes, a lot of you ask me if I'm doing the €50 solo deal, and yes, I am. I'm actually doing one more today. Did one yesterday. So this deal is I'm doing 10 solos per month for €50. So if you have a song, does not matter if you're a complete amateur or top level pro, you send me the song, I'll play a solo on it, and usually some extra stuff that I add for only €50. It's a way of giving back. It's so much fun to do this, and I see the reaction from everyone when I do this. So I love doing it. So the mentoring side of this channel is about giving back, and we're gonna build this together. So keep the comments coming. If you have more ideas, my email is super easy, tommy@denander.com. tommy@denander.com. If you have work, suggestions, questions, fire away. And let's build this channel up together, because I think we're going to have a lot of fun. There's so much history that I'm going to cover. All the big albums I did with all the cool people, I'm going to go deep into a lot of this work. But I have a huge document of mentoring ideas that I've been working on for a long time that I'm starting to film, and it will be sort of almost like a free course, because I'm not going to charge you for anything. So that's why I also need your help. And I'm building a big Shopify merch company for a lot of things. So there will be albums, releases, and merch, this channel, and some other cool stuff coming. So let's have fun together. Let's get busy, okay?